Hello students, welcome back to the online English class. In today's video, we are going to understand poem Autumn. Come on the page 49. Here some activities are given. Here we will see the second activity, activity number 2. This activity you have to solve. How to solve? See what is this? Guess what is personified and fill in the gaps. Personified means give qualities of a living thing or a person to the non-living thing or non-person things. So here some things are given, they are personified, and these things you have to fill up in the blanks. This autumn poem is about a season. You know what is autumn? Autumn is a season. Autumn comes after summer season, and in autumn the leaves of trees fall down and new leaves come. So let us understand this poem with the help of some images. At last I am going to give you the appreciation of the poem that you have to write into the notebook. This poem was initially written by Kalidas in Sanskrit language. Kalidas is a Sanskrit poet, and the poem is translated by Professor A.W. Writer. Let us see both. Let us see Kalidas here. This is Kalidas. Kalidasa was a classical Sanskrit writer, widely regarded as the greatest poet and dramatist. He was a dramatist also. You have heard that drama Shakuntala. So that is written by Kalidas in the Sanskrit language. His plays and poetry are primarily based on the Indian Puranas. Indian Puranas such as Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. So on the basis of these Puranas, his poetries were and very beautiful poetries are there. Moralistic. Come on the poem Autumn. Now let us understand the poem line by line and let us see the figures of speech involved in each line. The autumn comes, a maiden fair. The autumn comes. How the autumn comes? See here only comes. They are using the quality of a human being. So this is personification. A maiden fair. A maiden fair means what? A young beautiful girl. Fair means a fair colored, bright colored, white colored girl. Maiden fair means a young and beautiful girl. So the autumn season comes like a young and beautiful girl. In slenderness and grace. In slenderness. Slender means what? Your meaning is given. Slender means slim, not very fat. She is slim. And grace. Grace means what? Grace means to move in a smooth way, controlled way. So that slender girl is moving in a delicate way, in a smooth way, controlled way, with nodding rice stems in her hair. Nodding means like this when you move your head. That means nodding. Rice stems. So what are rice stems? Let us see. Let us see in the image. Rice stems. So the poet is telling now these rice stems. This you can see. These are rice stems. Means newly grown shoots of rice. Rice stems. So this is how the poet is comparing them with nodding rice stems in her hair. So in her hair, what is there? Rice. These rice stems are there in her hair. So she has decorated her hair. So here also her hair. H. This sound is repeating. So this is what alliteration. Her hair. as well as this is a personification, personified light, personification is also there. And lilies in her face, and lilies are flowers. In her face these flowers are there, these lily flowers bloom or blossom in this season. So that looks like face of this autumn, this lady, this young girl. What are these lilies? That also we will see here. These are lilies, lily flowers. You can see these are of different color. Mostly lilies are of this color, this pink color. So these lilies, her face is full of these lilies. Now let us come to the poem. The next line is, in flowers of grasses she is clad. In flowers of grasses. How are the flowers of grasses? Have you seen ever? That I will show you here. Flowers of grass. See here. Such are the flowers of grass. Whenever you will observe the grass more closely, you will find such type of flowers are there. So these occur in autumn season. Let us come to the poem. In flowers of grasses she is clad. Clad means what? Clad means dressed. Clad means dressed. She is dressed in these flowers. Thereafter, and as she moves along, as she moves along, birds greet her with their cooing glad. Birds, what are birds doing? Birds are giving her best wishes. Greeting means what? To greet means to give best wishes. So here birds are giving her best wishes with their cooing glad, with their cooing. Cooing means the sound of that coo coo coo. This type of song you can say, that sounds of birds. With those sounds, those happy sounds. Glad means what? Glad means happiness. Cooing happiness is there. With that cooing happiness, these birds are wishing her, giving her best wishes as she has come. So here you can see this cooing sound effect is there. If such sound effect is there in the line, it is called as onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia figure of speech is there. Now here a personification is also there. Like a bracelet's tinkling song. Tinkling means what? Ringing sound. So bracelets tinkling song, like that these birds were cooing. So here tinkling, this again this sound effect is there. So this is also onomatopoeia. So here we will see the rhyme scheme. Fair, grace, hair, face. A B A B. Glad along, glad song. CD CD. Next stanza. A diadem adorns the night. A diadem adorns the night. Diadem means what? Diadem means here meaning also given crown, that we will see with the help of image also. This is called as diadem, the crown. How it is looking? It is uh, embedded with the diamonds. And here poet is comparing diamonds of diadem with stars. Let us come on the poem. A diadem adorns the night. Adorns means what? To add something, to make something beautiful. Means to decorate something. Adorns means decorates. A diadem adorns the night of multitudinous stars. What kind of diadem it is? That diadem means that crown is of multitudinous. Multitudinous means what? Vast or so many. So many stars are there. of those stars, that diadem is there. Her silken robe is white moonlight. Now, silken robe means what? A silk is a cloth. You may be also using that cloth. So you know that silky cloth, silky robe is there. Silken robe. How is that robe that we will see in the image here? Silken robe. This here, this type of dress is called as robe, long robe, and it is of white colored. So this is something similar to the robe which the poet is discussing here. So such robe, silken robe, is white moonlight. So what is her robe? Her robe is white moonlight. The moonlight, which is white colored, is looking like her dress. Set free from cloudy bars, that moonlight is is free from cloudy bars. Clouds are not there now. In this season, clouds are not there now, because in autumn season the clouds are past. So here cloudy bars means the obstruction. The obstruction means the light is obstructed by the clouds in rainy seasons. But in this season, the light of the sun as well as the moon is not obstructed. Now we will see this first stanza is in daytime and this second stanza is in night time. And on her face, the radiant moon. Here again, and on her face, the radiant moon. They are telling in the bracket means what is the radiant moon? Her face is a moon. Her face, you can imagine, face is a moon, stars the crown, thereafter moonlight is the dress. This is how she is looking in the night. Bewitching smiles are shown. Bewitching means what? Most attractive. Her smiles, where are these smiles? Her smiles are on the moon, face of the moon. So on that face, her most attractive smiles are there. She seems a slender maid. How she seems means she looks like a slender maid. Slender means what? Slender means slim. Maid means a young girl. Here you will see what is the difference between a maid and a maiden. Here they have used maiden and here they are using maid. So both the words are same, but maid and maiden. Maiden is mostly used for a young girl, unmarried young girl, and a maid we mostly use for the house help ladies who help in the others house, who are maid servants. So for that mostly this word is used, but in old time this word was used to be used uh, as a young girl who soon will be a woman grown. Will be a woman grown. Now here you see this W W sound. This is alliteration. Thereafter, we will see the first line. A diadem adorns the night. A diadem adorns the night. A diadem is doing something here action. So this is personification. And exclamatory mark is there. So this is called as exclamation also. It is not given for your syllabus. Of multitudinous stars, her silken robe is white moonlight. Here, her means they are talking about, they are personifying the autumn. Means this is personification. Set free from cloudy bars. FF sound is repeated, alliteration. And on her face, the radiant moon. Bewitching smiles are shown. She seems a slender maid. Here also S sound, SS sound. So alliteration. She means personification. Who soon will be a woman grown. So this is how this poem is. She is a slim young girl, and when this season will pass, that time she will become a woman, a grown woman. She will look like a grown woman. Whenever this season will pass, means after winter, after autumn, winter comes. So this is how this poem was. Here some images are given. How do the trees and flowers look? How do the moon? How does the moon look in the night? So come on the page, next page 51. Your activities are given. So you do the first activity in your notebook. Thereafter, this fifth also you do in your notebook. If you have any doubt, you can ask anytime. Remember this fifth one and this first one you have to write into the notebook. These are easier. You can solve them. Now it is time for appreciation of the poem. Let us see the appreciation of this poem. Appreciation of poem Autumn. The poem Autumn is written by the Sanskrit poet Kalidas and translated by Professor A.W. Ryder. This K of Kalidas should be capital. You have to write it in capital. Here it is mistakenly came in the small letter. You write it in capital. And this poem is translated by Professor A.W. Ryder. Central idea of the poem is that here our 2 points are covered: title of the poem and author. So here 2 authors are there, both we have written. Central idea of the poem is that the season autumn has been described as a gentle, fair, graceful maiden dressed in flowers, in flowers of grass and greeted by birds. Here you can add lily also, flowers of grass and lily. The sky full of stars is compared to a diamond crown. Autumn is beautifully dressed in white moonlight gown. This young girl will grow up into an adult when the season passes. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABAB, CDCD, EFE. We'll see here how is this rhyme scheme. See, we had seen here ABAB, CDCD, night, moonlight, stars, bars, EF has made use of several figures of speech to describe the young girl. Autumn. These are simile, metaphor, personification, and etc. Here you can write onomatopoeia also, alliteration also. This is how the appreciation is. You have to write this appreciation into your notebook. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Take care. Thank you so much.